Bah. Hello. Welcome to Wednesday stream. Woohoo. How are you? How's everyone doing? Are we feeling good? You made it to hump day. Hump day. I'm doing alright today. Thanks for asking. Um, Starting a new game. We're gonna start Silent Hill 2, the remake. It's the only one I could find on Steam. I wanted to play the first one originally, but alas, you cannot play it. You cannot play it on Steam. But we're gonna play the new one. I'm hoping it's pretty good. It looks good. The graphics look absolutely amazing. Um, but yeah, it'll be a good time. How's the stream for you guys? I've got it on my iPad here and it keeps like rebuffering for some reason. I might have to restart the app or my iPad. But let me do my welcomes. Hello Grayson, hello Ethan, hello Incorruptus. Welcome. And welcome Lou. Welcome everybody. I want to just say, I want to have a quick moment of silence for Ethan's zombie match. Unfortunately, that was Ethan's game crashed. Very unfortunate, Ethan. Moment of silence. But yeah, what round were you on? It wasn't like super high, was it? I hope it wasn't. Ethan says, never high round Black Ops 1 5. I can't get Nixon's putty face and his annoying voice lines out of my head. Oh my god, yes. They made Nixon so annoying in that game. He's honestly like a caricature. Super annoying. Doesn't he like go awoo and stuff like that? Like he literally is like a cartoon character. Wait, what does Incorruptus say? I would call that a Brodingen catastrophe. Oh, I don't get it. What is that? Blue says, yo, just got back from work. Perfect timing. Grayson says, ah yes, hump day. Fun fact, humping is an official term in train yards, says Grayson. What? Is that when the trains like kiss? And they connect? Ethan says that was the game to get 100 on 5, but my PC said too bad. I crashed on 51, over halfway to 100. Oh yeah, he does, right? Yeah. He's a freaking cartoon character. It's very annoying. I think I remember playing him for the first time. I was like, what am I playing? Also, Nixon's kind of annoying too, because he's really got a Nixon voice. It just feels very over the top. But anyway, I had a super busy day today. I had to get up at like 7:30. I got a job interview this morning. That I think was fake. Because they were asking me like some of the most generic interview questions I've ever heard. And I'm pretty sure it was like a ghost job because the interviewer was not friendly at all. Like it seemed like she didn't want to be there. She didn't really care who I was. She did not make it easy. And all her questions were like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What is your strength? What is your biggest weakness? Like that stuff. So it felt like they were kind of just like interviewing me for like for reasons that like I think I've discussed before. So like sometimes a job or an employer will like they'll have an open position and they want someone internally to get it, but legally they can't do that. So they have to do interviews by law. So that you can't turn around and sue them. Or like contact the Better Business Bureau or whatever. But yeah, it did not go very well. And of course I got in my own way and I got really nervous and it was just I hate it. I hate job interviews so freaking much. They're so cringy. But yeah, I just gotta keep grinding. I gotta keep looking for stuff. Pretty sure I'll find something soon. I better though, because rent out here is crazy. Gracie says no, it's when you let cars hit each other. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, so I was right. I figured. Incorrupted says Broding Brodinganking pronounced Broding N means gigantic, immense, or grandiose in scope. Interesting. That's a big word. That's like a big old Scrabble word. Guys, it says now I will not win the bet. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting interviews, which is a good sign, but I suck at interviews, so you might still win. In fact, I would bet you probably will win. I just wish I could have like an AI do my interview for me, you know? If employers are using they're using AI to conduct interviews, why can't I use AI to conduct my interview? You know? Should be a two-way street. Just plug and chug my information, let the AI handle it. That'd be actually kind of crazy. I wonder if you can do that. Has anyone done that? I could just use my like VTuber avatar. Use my VTuber avatar and then just have like a text to speech like AI answer all their questions. I bet if you're like the first person to do that, they'll be so impressed that you'll probably get hired. If it's like a tech job. You could be like, I made this. Corn says using broad blah, 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 in my next H script. Thanks. H script. Also, welcome, Corn. Welcome to Wednesday stream. Grayson says, I don't know if I'm able to get a job. Me too. It's hard being an adult. It's hard, like, being a functional human being in society. So, let me just be a streamer. It just feels natural. It feels right. Working a 9 to 5 doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel right. But it do pay good. Ethan says, you made me remember the interview I did at my FNAF job. How'd that go? I remember one of my worst interviews. It was over the phone, and I was so nervous that I was like bumbling and fumbling all over the place, and like they just kept going. Like, it's crazy to me how like the employer, I don't know if she was like, maybe she was a little sadistic, maybe she was freaky like that, but maybe like she liked me just like messing up, and she just kept going. And we were on the phone for like a while. Like it was like 20-30 minutes, I think. Um yeah, it was weird. I was really young too. I was probably only like 19. The other time, one time I interviewed at a place, and like I immediately knew it wasn't going to be a good fit, and I ended the interview. I was like, yeah, this is probably not going to be a good fit. And then they agreed, and we just went our separate ways. You know? Because it's like, I value my time too. It's not just the fucking employer. Like, my time is valuable. If I know I'm not going to get this job or I don't like it, I'm not going to like pretend I want it. But I'm rambling. Corn says, in return, have one of my favorite words. Lugubrious. It's a word to describe someone looking depressed or desolate. That's me. Just call me Loogie. Or actually, don't say that. Don't call me that. Hawktua. Ethan says, I'm not functional at all, sadly, but I'm still work. Yeah, we all have to work. What is this? What have they done to this place? Incorruptus says, I interview people instead of giving interviews now, so thankful to be on the other side of the table these days. Yeah, it's just like a really weird dynamic. It's like a, please, sir, have mercy on me. It's like a weird, like, it feels like I'm begging. It feels really gross and slimy. I don't know. Corn says, you're looking mighty lugubrious today, dude. If I said that in like passing, like, I don't know, casual conversation, I think I'd be laughed at. Grayson says, I mean, I should probably get back into streaming, but you know, scheduling problems. You gotta do what works for you. And then the audience will follow. But the trick is you gotta be consistent. Like taking the time off to move, that was that took a, like, I took a huge hit on my like streaming algo. Ethan says, my FNAF job interview was in 2022. It was the most strange interview. What did they say? Did they talk about the bite of 87? Corin says, and yes, I didn't mistype. Hey, I'm an adult, and I gotta make bank somehow. We're all gonna make it. I know it. We're all gonna make it. Encryptus says, careful using too many corn, it may end up getting... What? These words are too big for my tiny brain. Karma's entered the chat. Welcome, Karma. Hi. Hello, hello. How are you? Simon's entered the chat. Welcome, Simon. Welcome to the stream. Corn says, don't worry, I'm not out to make over verbose scripts. Big words are like salt. Some salt is great. The whole shaker, not so much. 100%. Yeah. It's like, you don't want to make your audience feel like dumb, you know? Like, we're not like Oxford English Dictionary professors or whatever. Like, the average person isn't gonna know, like, all these, like, SAT words and stuff. Gracie says, Lumi begging? That's no good. Why not? I can't beg from time to time. Cats can beg. Have you ever seen a cat beg? It's adorable. Simon says, hello, Lumi. I got traumatized yesterday. Oh no. That's not good. I saw a dog attack my husky. Oh no. My bebe. That was the first time I ever saw pure red and tried to kill it. Whoa. My dog was bleeding everywhere on me, and me and my dad were exhausted from fighting the pit bull. Oh god. That's horrible, Simon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened. That's terrible. Hopefully that, like, did anything happen? Like, did you call the cops? Ethan says, my interview, the third question was just an IA fan on Chuck E. Cheese or FNAF was stupid strange because I don't care for both. Wait, what? Oh, were you a fan? That's funny. They actually brought up FNAF? No way. I bet you, like, the old heads at, like, Chuck E. Cheese corporate were like, damn it! Why didn't we think of that? When, like, FNAF became popular. Or maybe they did. The FNAF Chuck E. Cheese conspiracy. Corn says another word which is unfortunately Old English, but I argue would be a super useful word. Overmorrow. We used to have a day for the day after tomorrow. It was overmorrow. That sounds so funny. I feel like there are some words that we just don't say because... like, because they're Old English sounding, you know? I think, what was it? Was, I think goodbye. Don't quote me on this, but I think goodbye used to be what people would say, or people used to say, like, God be with you whenever they would leave, or like, you know, say goodbye to someone, and then that turned into just goodbye. I think I heard, like, Neil deGrasse Tyson explain that. Language studies is really cool. Language is just one big meme that like humanity is passed down from like generation to generation. Incorrupted says the interviews I do are numerically scored. Too short is generally a negative unless you say exactly what is scored. Private companies are mostly awful at interviews. Yeah, it's just bad. Like, I don't understand. Like, what was I supposed to do in that situation where like the interviewer was like super cold and like it seemed like she just did not care to be there or like want to get to know me. It was very just like, what do you want me to do? Like do a backflip? Like I don't understand. Ethan says I should start telling stories about my FNAF job because I got way too many. I would love to hear them. Doctors enter the chat. Hello. Hello, doctor. Grace says I'm gonna head out. Concentrate on War Thunder. Okay. Good luck, friend. Grace says, I mean, you could beg to me max 3. Oh no. Incorrupted says, got graded down one time for arguing with an English professor by citing an Oxford English rule, which I proved I was right. Ugh. I hate that. That just teaches, like, okay. This is the thing I hate about, like, education and, like, school and stuff. Where it's like, you sometimes get punished for being right. Because it's not about right or wrong. It's about, like, control and power. Like, the teacher is always right. There's a great example of, like, what I'm talking about. Like, there was a meme that was going around about how, like, it was some simple math problem. Something about, like, you can't divide by 0 or something. Or, like, the math teacher for, like, an elementary school, mind you, was like, oh, dividing by 0 equals 1. And the dad was like, no, this isn't right. And, like, even his child was, like, trying to tell her, like, him or her, I don't know, was, like, trying to tell them, like, oh, you know, this isn't right. You're wrong. And the teacher, like, doubled down on it. And it was, like, this whole thing, and it was really stupid. But I experienced that a lot in elementary school. Not from me personally all the time, but it was like I would see kids who were like they were right about something, or like they were expressing their, like, I don't know, thoughts about something, and if it wasn't like what the teacher wanted, they would like be put down or like punished. It's really dumb. I hate it. Ethan says, couldn't be me and Corruptus. I never finished school. I'm crying saying that. No, Ethan. I mean, school sucks, but unfortunately you have to, like, you gotta do it. Obviously I would argue, like, after, for me, elementary school, I think, was like the worst. Because like I got so many teachers that were so bad. They were so bad. And they just made my life like pretty bad. I remember like my mom had to like get involved one time. She was like, why is this teacher like bullying my son? Like, that's how bad it got. And I think later that teacher got fired at, like, I don't know, like a couple years later after I left. But yeah, apparently she had some issues. Like I think she was like jealous because like I don't know, she was like having trouble with like her marriage or like her kids at home. Like I don't know, it was weird and messy. And she brought her like personal problems into the classroom, which was like really like why would you do that? It's horrible. Ethan says, yeah, God be with you got shortened to goodbye apparently, but I couldn't care. Yeah, I was right. I don't know, it's just an interesting fact. Incorrupted says most interviews are formalities and they have already selected a candidate, it feels like. Yes. That's very true. That's why it's really important to like I feel like 9 times out of 10 if you're like one of the early applicants, your chances of landing the job are like much higher if you're like applying to a job that's been up for like 2 weeks, you know? Cuz then there's like this bias, right? It's like they already have in their mind this candidate that like I don't know, knocked it out of the park. And you could do really well too in your interview, but it's already like they've made up their minds, so you could do everything right, but it won't matter. Coin says job requires social skill. No one present when looking to be hired has social skills. I'm trying to work on my social skills, but I feel like I have decent social skills. It's just like I get really anxious. Like I think I need to be medicated like when it comes to certain things like I don't know. It's like I can't help my body like gets all tight and feels like shit when I get anxious. And so I come off as like this bumbling idiot when really like I'm just really nervous. It sucks, man. Corn says my mother worked badge room security and was sabotaged by another employee because she was insecure that my mother would be more successful. Dude. I feel like have I experienced that? I can't remember. I don't understand like people who sabotage like others to get ahead in their job. They're so scummy, dude. Like that is so messed up. It's like we're all here to work. We're all here to make a living. Why are you making life harder for like everyone else? Like you suck. I don't know. Couldn't be me. I'd much rather like lift up people, you know. I believe that a rising tide lifts all boats. Um, Encrypted says, Ethan, I finished too much school. I don't know. I was about to say you can never have too much school, but I actually I think you can have too much school. Because like what is the point of school? Why do we all go to school? Really? It's like yeah, to get an education, but like why do you get an education? It's to make money. It's to get a job. Like that's why. Doctor says the only time my parents came to argue with a teacher was in second grade. I didn't get points because I wrote 3 times 5 is 15 instead of 5 times 3 is 15. What? It's the same answer. Bro. What was their reasoning behind that? Like, what did they say? Ethan says I didn't finish school because I hated it, but it was for other reasons that I had to for my safety. Oh no. I mean, you can always go back if you really want to. Corn says workplace jealousy needs to be talked about more. 100%. There's so much that needs to be like talked about in society that just gets completely ignored. Like, we've got a long way to go, guys. A long way to go. And unfortunately, it feels like we're going backwards right now. So Simon says I couldn't go to school because of the trauma of what happened. No, completely understandable. When I lost a pet, I think in elementary school, I had to take a day off. I was so upset. Because it wasn't like, oh, the pet was old, we had to put them down. No, it was like my pet got run over like by a car. So it was much more traumatic. Corn says years. My mother fought to be hired in better circumstances. Got super close to actually being hired. Was practically told by higher ups that they want her there. The recruiter cycle, however, likely had her blacklisted. All likely because of jealousy. Dude, what? The recruiter was jealous? Wait, what happened? Encryptus says, Corn, nobody is jealous to have my job. The corporate job life is awful, and I was glad to be done with that toxic environment. Yeah, corporate job life is really bad. It's so toxic. I feel like there's so much like I hate office politics. So like dealing with that is like really just, I don't know. Couldn't be me. But I might have to like suck it up and deal with it sooner or later. I feel like because I'm like on the spectrum or whatever, like I don't know. I'm like it's hard for me to pick up certain cues and like I don't know, maybe I piss people off. I don't mean to, but it's like I literally can't help it. Like I don't things don't register for me like they do for like neurotypicals, you know what I mean? So it's like, don't get mad at me for it. If anything, you should be the one being shamed. Ethan says, that's Simon, that's just how it is. Some aren't lucky, like, if I stayed, I wouldn't be here. But, Lumi, I can't go back since I got my GED. Oh, okay. Well, you got your GED, so technically, I mean, you're good. I would say you finish school if you have that. I mean, you could get more, but you know, you finish that level. Doctor says the reasoning was the question was written as a sentence. And it was something like Jack has three pies cut into 5 pieces. How many pieces does he have? You were supposed to write it in the same way. Oh my god. I hated questions like that. Simon says, my pupper's still alive. He's the strongest boy I know. He survived a feral 120-pound pit bull. What a soldier. His name is Riley, and he's completely fine, but I ain't. Man. Jeez, 120-pound pit bull? My god. Yeah, wow. I will say one time I was walking my dog long time ago, and a random dog got out. It was just loose, running around the neighborhood. And it was aggressive. It like came up to my dog and it was starting to like bark and get in her face and stuff. And I literally had to pick up my dog. Mind you, she was like a pretty decent sized dog. Like I think she was like 60 pounds, 70 pounds. Yeah, half husky, by the way. I love huskies. Great dogs. But yeah, it took like, I got like a boost of adrenaline because I didn't know if like she was gonna get attacked or if I was gonna get attacked. So my body went into like flight mode and I picked her up and like I like carried her in my arms and just like separated them. Removed her and myself from the situation. Good thing the dog wasn't like super aggressive, because it could have attacked me. It could have attacked her. Could have been messy. And thankfully the owner like came running down the street and was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." Corn says, a coworker with my mother, I won't name them or the company, but what we believe must have happened is that they got her blacklisted by talking untrue shit about her due to insecurity. This means the circle of people who review applications within the company would shadow her by never calling back, even though the higher-ups in these areas directly said they were interested, even pulled strings to bring her in for another interview, all for a call to never come back because those calls are still covered by the recruiter circle. Jeez. That's awful. There should be more laws in place to protect people from that childish bullshit. That's like, that's discrimination. I mean, really. You can't not hire someone or call them back because you don't like them. Like, what the hell? Like, that sounds like your feelings are getting like in the way of like rational decision making. It's not good. Lou says, bro, you don't know true fear till you have a pit bull chasing you down the street. Talking from experience. Dude, Why are these like random pipples like loose in the streets? What is going on? Pipples low-key scare me. Doctor says the one thing I really hated from school was this system made for special students, but everyone had to use it for national testing. It looked like this. 12 plus 23 plus question mark. Plus 10 or minus 10. Wait, what? Is that a minus? Minus 10 plus 10 equals 30. Minus 2 plus 3 equals 5. Minus 30 plus 5 equals 35. What's the answer? Should we ask ChatGPT? I wonder, like, what's gonna happen. Oh. Damn, have we already been talking for 50 minutes? Holy crap. Wait, I'm not done talking. I wonder what's gonna happen to all the special students when like ChatGPT is the one doing all the work. ChatGPT is gonna be the great equalizer. Doctor says you had to write it all like that. It made me feel like an idiot. Dude, school? Let me tell you about school. It's a humiliation ritual. Alright, I'm sorry. I won't go down that rabbit hole. I just love saying humiliation ritual. It's so good. It's so provocative. And I feel like I low-key started it. One time I made a video about humiliation rituals and then someone copied me and then that video got like 20k views. I was like, damn. I knew I was onto something though because I got a lot of views on it like early in my YouTube career. But yeah, that's a whole thing. Apparently like there's like apps written for content creators that like look for, it scrapes the internet for like outlier videos. And it's basically, you could argue it's kind of like stealing content, but everyone freaking does it. Like even the top creators do it. They steal like, they steal titles, they steal thumbnails, they steal content ideas. Like it's all just, it's just part of the game. You can't even get mad. Simon says my puppers is husky. Yeah, I know. Huskies are great. I hope he gets better soon. Ghost has entered the chat. Welcome, Ghost. Ghost says, bro, you end Half-Life 1? No. So what I do here, Ghost, is I rotate games. So I'll probably play Half-Life this weekend. But yeah. You're welcome to watch me play Silent Hill 2. But if not, I understand. Incorruptus says, at Korn. When I worked in corporate, I heard HR regularly screening certain types of names from the pile because of the look. Oh, that's not good. Jeez. Wow. Yeah, that's no good. Doctor says, also about dogs. They are my only phobia. I do not like being near a dog at all. But I managed it a lot better when I was a kid. When I was just crying at the sight of a dog. Whoa. I know, yeah, I knew someone who had a really bad phobia of dogs. And, we didn't know, and we, like, invited him over to our house. And we had a big dog at the time. And he literally jumped. Like, he jumped up in the air and like put me in front of my dog. I think he had some kind of trauma, like deep rooted trauma with dogs. Doctor says also about dogs. Oh wait, I already read that. My bad. Incorruptus says at Ghost the stream rotate. Yeah, so you explained it. Thank you, Incorruptus. Doctor says they're not minuses, they're spaces. What? Like a blank? Like you want to put the number in the space? Is that what you mean? Corn says, even in areas where patients are not kept, this shit should be running at full efficiency. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the healthcare industry needs like an overhaul big time. Ethan says, someone tell me why the fuck Halo MCC is $40 on the stream or on Steam. Dude. Oh, you want to play drunk Halo ODST? That sounds like a lot of fun. I want to play ODST. Well, you know what I want to do, Ethan, with Halo. Incorrupted says yacht money. Did you hear about that guy who he kidnapped 10 people and forced them to play Yahtzee for like 12 hours straight? You should see his mugshot. Ghost says it's true, Half-Life, but don't finish it halfway. Grinch line, by the way. What? The Grinch? You guys, it's almost Christmas. Can you believe it? It's about to be fall. It's about to be fall, and it's gonna get all cozy and cold. And we're gonna have what is it? Pumpkin spice drinks. It's gonna be so nice. Eden says Halo ODST, my favorite Halo. Also Halo 2 keeps kicking my ass on Legendary. I think Halo 2 Legendary is the hardest Halo. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. Halo 2 is considered to be the hardest Halo game to beat on Legendary difficulty because Jackal snipers will one-shot players very easily and very frequently. Yeah. Not only are the Jackals a one-shot, but they're also invisible. It's like, what? Oh my god. Also, the elites. The elites, they take up 3 BR clips. Or magazines, I should say. That's why whenever you play a Halo on Legendary, you need to carry the plasma pistol. Because you need that charge shot. Doctor says, oh, I'm definitely not on that level, but I would very much prefer for a dog not to touch me or interact with me at all. It's not trauma, because a dog never bit me. I just don't like them. That's fair. Hey, you don't like them. Incorruptus says, doing drunk Halo ODST is expensive. The game plus the drinks are pricey. I want to do it, though. I want to do a drunk stream. Could be fun. Simon says, Halloween is best time of year. All my homies don't fuck with Christmas because the only reason why people like it is free crap. Halloween is probably the best, yeah. It's the most underrated holiday. Doctor says, amen for autumn. I cannot wait for the bugs to go back to hell. Yeah. Dude, there's so many spiders where I live. I was like, I was a little shocked at how many spiders there are. Ethan says, Incorruptus, I have the drinks. I just did Drunk Zombies 2 days ago. If you saw my drunk texting in the Discord. Drink water, friend. Corn says, I suppose on a good note, I will be getting a new gaming laptop in 3 months. This means I'll actually be able to work on coding and rendering stuff again. No more old potato hardware. Yay. Very nice, very nice. What kind of specs are you going to run? Also, I should probably start the game. We're losing people. Alright, I promised I'd start. No more music. It's game time. Hopefully, hopefully my computer can handle this. And this game looks very, very HD. Alright, we ready? Okay, here we go. I kind of want hard puzzles. Should we do hard puzzles, standard combat? That's cool. You can put on 90s graphics. That's crazy. You can see every hair on his face. His wedding ring, where is it? There's no audio? Huh? You can't hear me? Bah, bah, bah. It's fixed? Okay.
Mary. Could you really be in this town?
restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true.
I want my
That's
wife.
Telling myself.
I want my wife.
Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then why am I looking for her? Our special place.
Is he in limbo?
What does it mean? This whole town was our special place.
I like the music.
Could Mary really be here? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
She's alive. I can feel it. Whoa, it's kind of laggy. Hold on. I might have to bring this down a little bit. Wait. In-game. Yeah. Is that better? Oh, it's so laggy. Why? No. Hold on, guys. We might have to go all the way down. That's better. It's better, but it's not great. There's no way I already need a new graphics card. There's no freaking way. Damn, it's still kind of laggy. Maybe it's the area? It's so dark. Oh my god. I can't see. Can you get anything in here? Um... Shush, Simon. Eden says, so apparently Halo I keep calling it Minecraft. Master Chief Collection can play together if they're using the Windows version and Steam version. I might get Windows since it's on discount apparently. Corin says my specs are nothing special. I'm mainly looking to have something that can actually run the stuff I need to work again. If you still want to stream Resident Evil 5 later on and have me join up, I'd be able to. That'd be cool. Play on 90s graphics? I might have to, if that'll bring it down. I think it's just a filter though, it's not like an actual graphics setting. Tulka Lake. Magnus has entered the chat. Welcome, Magnus. Magnus says, oh damn, Half-Life to Silent Hill. Too drunk to comment. Beer. Why is everyone drinking? I feel left out. Doctor says try frame rate cap? Oh. Dude, my computer is getting so hot right now. Oh, yeah, you're right. That did help. A little bit. Oh, there we go. I was like, how do we move here? It's gonna take all day. What? Corin says, I've neglected watching people play this since I haven't been able to run it, but I trust Lumi will actually be fun to watch playing the remake. I hope so. Although I did put hard puzzles, so that might be frustrating to watch. I might need your help. Corin, I might need your poetic hints. Those were goob. Why didn't they bother to remake the first game? Why'd they jump to 2? Is 2 considered the best one? I'm not like a huge Silent Hill fan. I've only played 2 of them.
It's like someone's groping around my skull.
What? Interesting. No, Simon, no. I guess I can't joke around with you guys. I'll just have to be a boring VTuber. Is that what you want? No jokes, no funnies.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
This has to be Limbo, right? I imagine Limbo is very foggy. Corin says OG Silent Hill 2 is one of my favorite survival horror titles, and I was pleasantly surprised to hear that this remake was well received. Yeah, I didn't hear bad things about it. I think, yeah, most people liked it. Simon says first 5 game isn't good like the second. Or first game isn't good like the second. The first game felt very tech demo-y. Ethan says 110 gigabytes for Halo. My PC is crying. Oh gosh. Good night, doctor. Eat well. Mr. Ocelot has entered the chat. Welcome, Ocelot. Ocelot says, damn, the hills weren't silent enough. Shake my head. Corn says, and I'm not too sure how many creative changes have been made to this remake, but I'll do my best to be like an in-character manifestation of a riddle on the wall for one of the game's puzzles. I'd like that. Thank you, Corn. You should just like jump into my game and I don't know, be like an actual piece of corn giving hints.
Did you want anything else?
No, it's just... this fog. Does it seem unsettling to you?
I guess.
Corn says, I'll be Lumi's mental trauma manifesting as a riddle carved into a wall where there shouldn't be, known as live chat. So far, I like the route of making the voice work more believable, but still awkward and floaty, almost half coherent, like actual dreams. Yeah, it feels very dreamlike. And they both feel like really confused. What does that say? All have sinned. What? Can I zoom? All have sinned and fall short of God's glory. That's what it says on the door. Orion has entered the chat. Welcome, Orion. Orion says, be prepared to be scared, mentally broken, and oddly aroused over the course of this game. Oddly aroused. Other tentacles. In fact, don't answer that. Okay, goodbye, Simon. The sound design is so good. I recommend wearing headphones if you aren't. It's over here. Nothing. Gordon says the first game is fine, but Silent Hill 2 is the one everyone knows and loves, with 3 close behind it. There have been people saying the plan to remake the first and third now that this one had success. Oh, I see. I guess remaking this one was the safest option. Gordon says hopefully they're correct. I'd love for that. Orion says, oh, that sound design is going to mess with you. Oh no. Corn says, my suspicion towards this game came from the fact that it was a movie tie-in to tease the fact that Silent Hill would have a new movie and that Bloober Team was making this one. Went to town to get the window fixed. Spare keys in the drawer.
Hello? Anyone in here?
Oh, this is cool. Was that it? Wait, was that it? Is there anything else? There's more. Oh, just kidding. Ah. Let me in. Really? You can hop that fence. Come on. What? I can't move. That was weird. Corn says a team with a storied past, quite a few lukewarm games under their belt, games with reasonably interesting concepts that often miss the mark. Oh, that's unfortunate. However, it seems that being tasked with a title like this caused them to lock in, which I'm actually really glad to see. They needed this win. This lag, though. I'm hoping it's just the outside areas. But let me tell you, my computer is like on fire right now. I made it. Orion says that music cue and camera zoom is a flashback for old players of the original game. They changed some things around, but have callbacks for OGs. Oh, I love that. That's pretty cool. One thing I really like about Silent Hill is that like it doesn't really tell you like where to go, what you do. It's very hands off, which is pretty neat. Oh, it's blood. Miss Cassandra, a customer came in today, ordered a mixed bouquet, red wine, or red and white. I tried to explain it's bad luck, but he couldn't decide on just one. He seemed a bit off, looked at me like I wasn't even there. Then he just left. Said he'd be back to pick him up later. I just wanted to let you know, since I might be gone by then.
What is this?
Did they make the game even more foggy than the original? Because this is foggy. I could hardly see. What is that? A can? Coin says, I'd argue Silent Hill and Half-Life share a similarity in that hands-off nature, so hey. Last theme was Ghost Girls, maybe the new theme is fuck around and find out. Encryptus says, what I'm hearing is you should play this game in the winter to heat your place. That's an idea. What? Why do you do that? Why do you say huh? You know, it was a really cool game. Shadow of the Colossus. Like the original. That was such a good game, so ahead of its time. Still holds up today. Pretty crazy. What does that say? Drug. Hello? Anybody home? What's this?
More of that stuff.
Come on, it's blood. You know damn well it's blood. Oh god. This feels like a jump scare moment. Corin says OG Fog. I'm here to make sure your system doesn't explode by hiding the loading map behind me. Remake Fog. Die. Expeditiously. Yeah, it's got like volumetric clouds and stuff. It's making my computer work even harder. Whoa.
Hey, wait.
Come back. Hello? Hello? What's that? Zombies. I hear zombies.
Hello?
Fuck. Wait, is there anything over here? I gotta check. I need a weapon. I have nothing. Can I use my fists? It looks like I can charge, but oh boy. There's always like a random can rolling on the street. Alright. Going in. Why would you do this? Oh. Oh my god, I can't get out. What's this man's name? James? James Hill? This man has no, he has no survival instincts. Oh? Nutrition. Oh, is that the radio? Yes. Spirit box. What is that?
Stay back.
Ew. What is this thing?
Is this what I saw in the fog? Whatever it is, it's not human.
That's really creepy. Oh, this lag is killing me though. I'm really... Ugh. I might have to bring the resolution down even further. Coin says Shadow of the Colossus is unironically a masterpiece of having a game where the only combat is boss fights and how to hide puzzles in those very fights. Yeah, it was so well done. And I love the level design because at the time like true open world was really, it was like a hardware issue, right? And Shadow of the Colossus really nails open world. Like open world done well for like early technology for the time. Is a syringe just like full health where the drink is like a health boost? Maybe? Um Gordon says my favorite protagonist of Silent Hill 2 and its remake, James Hill in Sunderland. Orion says to tell you that would require spoilers. No spoilers, no spoilers.
Where are you, Mary?
I feel like this is one of those games you kind of have to play it like an E3 demo.
Is that?
We gotta go to Nellie's. Nellie's bar. If you're reading this, leave. This place is not what it seems. Sometimes you just have to look behind. Oh. That's no goop. I love the stylized saves. It's really cool. The like heavy use of red. Oh. Why is it wearing like platform boots? You see that? Okay, girl, slay. Oh, what? Whoa. Oh. Oh no, my computer. Oh man. This is really good. I like this. We gotta get to Nellie's. Baba has entered the chat. Welcome, Baba. Thank you for the boba. Baba gives us boba. Oh, my computer. No. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, guys. This is... It's so laggy. Oh man, that's so much words. In March of 1965, the town of Silent Hill was visited by Maine Psychical... What? Psychical Research Association? After thorough examination, a team of expert dowsers from the association concluded the area surrounding the now historic Wilts coal mine to be highly active. They also expressed their hopes for further research and exploration of the gorge. These hopes, however, were never fulfilled due to the location being restricted as a historic nature preserve, as declared by the Silent Hill Historical Society. Additionally, the idea was met with resistance from the local community, which claimed that the nature of the association's research would hinder tourist activity in the area. Questioning the credibility of our research and hiding behind day trippers seems like an excuse to prevent us from seeing what's really out there, commented one of the researchers. Unfortunately, none of the local representatives were able to were available to comment on the matter. Editor's note: at the time of publishing, there exists no evidence supporting credibility of radiesthesia or proving effectiveness of any dowsing methods. Opinions expressed in the article do not reflect the author's views. Korn says the use of red for stylized saving really sticks with a person. And it definitely stuck with the devs of Signalis, you're right. Signalis 2 confirmed. Oh, Korn. Signalis was heavily inspired by Silent Hill. Like, heavily. Oh shit. What was that? Was that a monster or just a bug? Oh fuck. I stomped on his butt. Wash away the stains of yesterday. Super strong, super clean. Dude, I love video game ads. They're so good. It's like forcing a game dev artist to like create advertisement. It's really interesting. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. What are those cubes? Are those the saves? Coin says Signalis 2 confirmed. Don't do that. Don't mess with my heart like that. Signalis 2 confirmed. These are very interesting monster designs. Oh, fuck. This one's strong. Fuck. Oh, I'm lagging. Damn. Alright, Nellie's bar is just down here. Oh god. Corn says video game brands are so funny. My favorite example is a bleach brand in modern Resident Evil known as Hey Bro. Hey Bro. I like how they kept them like the 90s aesthetic. Like, I like how they didn't modernize it. Nellie's. We gotta come back. I don't know what got into him. He just started smashing the thing. Had to throw him out. He ran off, cried. He'd fix everything. I gathered up what I could. Still haven't found one of the buttons. Half of the record is still lodged inside, but the other part's missing. Figure he must have taken it. Come to think of it, he did run away towards Groovy. Anyway, maybe go check up on him, see if he's alright. He lives over at Saul, by the pharmacy, apartment 9. Orion says look for a payphone. That's how old the game is. Yeah, that's what reminded me of it. I was like, look, payphones. Jukebox. We should probably go to Groovy Music, get the record. There was a hole here. It's gone now. Oh. I'm going to Groovy's. Whoa. I need a pistol or something. Nothing? Oh. Penguin. Ammo. Wait, Corn says, and yeah, like I said last stream, when I was talking about how modern, successful indie titles made by dev teams are able to achieve that standard of what successful devs were regularly able to achieve in the 90s and 2000s, Signalis wears its inspiration on its sleeve. You can see inspirations from Resident Evil from its inventory, to the fact that almost everyone you meet is combat trained, to Silent Hill from the subject matter, puzzles, anyone who is a gestalt. Yeah, it's not like it's trying to like hide the fact. It's like it's more like a homage to these, you know, these giant titles. Wait, this guy's in here. Oh god, that lag. Ah. Get it? Damn it. Where'd it go? Oh, it's fast. Oh my god. Fuck, dude. It was intense. Any records here? Face the music. Find the melody of your dreams and kick up your heels. I'm about to die. Oh man, I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna see if I can make this a little bit better. Oh wait, it went back to 4K. Maybe that's why? Oh, it's so much better. Okay. My bad. Fuck, I can't fight. Shit. Fuck. Oh, that's right. They don't die, right? There's punishing, what is it called, Corn? It's like back punishing or something? Backtracking punishment? Oh, whoops. Game is windowed. The heck? There we go. Run away. Fuck, I need a med kit. Please no copyrighted music. Oh, I need a... Oh, really? Shoot. I'm guessing that's in the apartment. Probably along with the key. Can I sneak? Is there stealth in this game? Happy Burger. Oh, health. I don't want to fight. Shoot. No. I'm running. Oh, this isn't good. This is not good. Wait, Corn says Devil May Cry 5. Is that Gears of War, Ragnarok, and Bayonetta 3 are great. But if you want to play, or if you want to pay homage to character action titles, it may be best to reference Devil May Cry 1 and 3. No, that's not Gears of War. God of War. What am I saying? I want to play Bayonetta. Bayonetta is one of my favorite characters to play in Smash Bros. Corn says, I'd say this is another reason as to why low poly graphics are in right now among the popular indies. Yeah. There's also that, like, I don't know, there's like a need for like the 90s aesthetic. Like you see it in fashion, you see it in media. It's like it's come back full circle. Oh, I can hardly see. Oh, which room was it? 3? Was it apartment 3? Apartment 5. Apartment 5 left his key. Says there's a leak up from upstairs. Gotta check it out. I want a flashlight, please. Give me a flashlight. Also a med kit. I'll take a med kit. Oh wait, we're in a pharmacy. Shouldn't there be meds here? Yeah. Nice. Oh, bug. Somebody call for an exterminator. Yo, they're just walking around aimlessly. Oops. Oh no. Eden says if I need an exterminator, I'll call Pyro from TF2. And then she came and washed it all away. It started to make sense again. In this place, I can't fight it. Gotta get my head straight. Quick stop at Texan. Then we're going. What? Oh, I don't like this. I hate this. Ew. Oh, it's the button. Oh, the smell. Not the smell. Oh, that's it? Oh, my hand is still inky. Oh. That could have been bad. Wait, Corn says, I really like that they truncated the healing mechanic. OG Silent Hill 2 had health drinks, medkits, and ampules as the various meds you can use to heal, despite the fact that it was easy to find a lot of them. Healing with anything other than health drinks wasn't worth it. Yeah, and I think I remember you had to go into the menu, right, to use it. There wasn't like a button for it. What were they thinking back then? Should we go back to Happy Burger? I haven't finished it. I'm gonna see if I can fight them outside. There's still more. They kind of sound like clickers from The Last of Us. Nice. Okay, so you can kind of sneak up on them. Because I did a back shot and it really hurt him. Pause. Feeling the craving? You just can't help it. Go for it. Happy Burger. What you need is what you get. On the run, grab something to go. That's a scary ad. What was in here? Nothing? I can't go in? You heard what I said. Corn says making them more sparse and truncating it to drinks and syringes was a really smart play. Yeah, you're right. There was a whole era of games where the idea of quick heal mechanic was unheard of. Like, I get it if you're trying to, like, if you have to heal and it, like, pulls up a menu and it's supposed to, like, enhance the, like, the franticness of it. But I'm pretty sure in the original Silent Hill, pulling up your menu paused the game. So it just, all it did was, it ruined, like, the flow of the gameplay. Alright. It looks like he's always about to cry. Rosewater Park.
Park on the lake. We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us staring at the water.
No! Oh, we got a key. Wait, Corn says this ad feels like what extraterrestrials would make as an imitation of human advertisement. Yeah. It's so, like, matter of fact. Yeah, that was a good scene. It was powerful. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty immersed. He came back after you left. It's fine. He didn't try anything. He just seemed sad. Mumbled something about getting out of town with someone. I wasn't going to let him drive in his condition, so I locked him out. His car should be out back. Maybe check if it's still there by morning. It's a greenish blue one. Plate number ending with 06, I think. Greenish blue 06. Oh, I remember these like little garages in Silent Hill 1. This one? It's 2006. Ooh, health. Ethan says, I'll be immersed later walking through the city on Halo ODST listening to that banger on a soundtrack. Or of a soundtrack. Dude, Halo ODST, such an amazing soundtrack. Legendary even. I can't find the car. Oh, there it is. Isn't this it? 06? We found it. But I can't do anything? Oh. Oh my god. There's so many. I'm running. Oh fuck. Whoa. What did I get? Woodside Apartments? Woodside. Where is it? Oh, I remember this. Yes. Texan Cafe, we gotta leave. Meet me there. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Ooh. That was close. There were so many. Mr. Setback has entered the chat. Welcome, Mr. Setback. I'm glad you feel that way, friend. This looks like Five Nights at Freddy's. That old fan and old telephone. I'm finding so much ammo, but no pistol. Wait, Corn says, how fucked up would it be if this game had just had notes which were completely unrelated to your main goal? Just complete red herrings, which are just the non-important errands of people who lived here? Oof. That would be rough. That would be hard difficulty. Ethan says, that's what my office looked like at my FNAF job. Did it really? Corn says, I thought about the grimy pizzeria aesthetic too. Interesting. We're on the same mental wave. 3 bright coins, 3 actors in play, yet within the shade, not one doth remain. The one once so gallant has fled from day's sheen, as far as he could from the icon of sin. The one whom he swore to shield in her life now lays in a grave away from his sight. Oh, Cookie Slayer. Thank you for the cookies, Cookie Slayer. Welcome and I guess goodbye. Oh, I have to place things here? Dude, I love the soundtrack so much. The ambiance is unmatched. I remember this apartment building being really confusing, and there's a bunch of enemies too. And I think this is where we meet Pyramid Head. Dear Madame, in response to your complaint regarding the gunshots coming from apartment 217, we have paid a visit to the tenant and he assured us he does not own any firearms. He was fully cooperative and granted us access to the apartment. True to his words, we did not find any weapons or traces of using one. Should the noises persist, please inform the janitor. Sincerely, Woodside Apartments Administration. It was probably the boiler room. Whoa. Health kit. Corin says the cool thing they did is they brought back the OG composer.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Akira Yamaoka. That's awesome. Yeah, if you're gonna do a remake, you might want to bring back like most of the original team, if possible. Oh man, there's always mannequins. It's okay, they're fake. Nice flashlight. Oh fuck. Whoa. That got me a little bit. Shoot courtyard key. What was that room? 201? We don't have that, right? They also did a really good job at like the menu button sound effects. What do you call that? Like the UI sound effects? Did I miss the pistol? I feel like I should have gotten it by now. I'm pretty sure I had a pistol in this area in the original. Hopefully it's here somewhere. Whoops. Dude, that looks so good. Can we take a moment and just appreciate the graphics here? Like, wow. Cover shoot out of order. Can't jump up. Wait, was I supposed to go through that window? I can't. Oh. Locane siblings murder. Perpetrator commits suicide in custody. Walter Sullivan, the culprit in a recent homicide case, was found dead, having taken his own life on the morning of 22nd in his jail cell. According to the police statement, Sullivan's death was caused by blood loss resulting from severing his carotid artery with a soup spoon buried 2 inches in his neck. Sullivan was apprehended on the 18th of this month on account of brutally murdering Billy and Miriam Locane. Even though Walter Sullivan did not strike a former schoolmate from his hometown of Pleasant River as someone capable of murdering children, the schoolmate admits to having witnessed Sullivan in a state of severe paranoia shortly before his arrest. Quote, he was blurting out all sorts of strange stuff like, he's trying to kill me, he's trying to punish me, the monster, the red devil, forgive me, I did it, but it wasn't me, he recounts. Quote, I guess now that I think of it, he was kind of crazy. The schoolmate concludes. I feel like you can tell when people are crazy by, like, just look at their eyes. The eyes reveal so much. Coin says survival horror. A genre laden with gore, horrific monster designs, and weirdly ever-present small amounts of spicy appeal. Also has some of the most beautiful sounding and looking games out there. No wonder these games inspire me as much as they do. Why is it that, like, spicy and horror go together? Or, like, is it because, like, the brain, like, the pathways are really close to each other or something? I hear monster, but where is monster? It's just a bug. Sorry, bug. You never know. You know, I'm kind of surprised they kept the spirit box radio thing, because that was a design choice because, like, oh fuck. Fuck. Wasn't that a design choice because, like, the old Silent Hill games, you didn't really have control over the camera. The camera was always in a fixed position in the room somewhere. So, which is why you kind of needed the spirit box, because it was kind of hard to see, like, where enemies were at sometimes. Like, the original Silent Hills camera, does not look like this. Like what you're seeing right now. Ethan says, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. What? Gordon says, I've genuinely looked into human spicy for years out of genuine curiosity, and that is one of the questions which will always be one of the most interesting. What, spicy horror? Do you know some people sneeze when they see spicy? Because apparently like the brain waves are like the pathways in the brain are very close to each other. Give me that. Oh, come on. Oh, you bitch! She kicked it and stepped on my hand. What the hell?
What's a kid doing here?
Ethan says, I bark when I see someone I like. What are you, Speed? Are you iShow Speed? What was that? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. Alright, let's go save. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense, Corn. Wait, was that open before? It was not. Hold on. Oh, I'm actually getting kind of tired, guys. I might wrap up this stream early today because I woke up at 9, or sorry, 7:30. I had to be at that thing at 9. Wait, did the save go through? Oh yeah, my eyes are starting to hurt, and I gotta figure out dinner here soon. Oh, but this is really good. I didn't know what to I honestly didn't know what to expect. Like, I knew it would be good, I just didn't know that I would like it as much as I do. I think they really did the original justice. I mean, so far. We have yet to see Pyramid Head, but I really like the monster designs. I think they did a good job there. So far we've seen a few. We've seen like the bugs, the creepy spitter people, and also the guys who have like chair legs for arms. I don't know, that's like the that's like the imagery I get when I see them. Corin says aside from rage and anger, which tend to completely blot out all other emotions. What do you think is the most powerful emotion? Rage? I think rage is probably the most powerful because it makes people do like really dumb stuff that they wouldn't normally do. You know? Which is why like whenever you hear like some courts will like side with people who they went into like a fit of rage and they'll get like a less severe punishment. Because everyone's like, yeah, we kind of understand why you did that. It's kind of crazy, but what, Ethan? Ethan says, dinner, you can eat me. I'm pretty sure I'm tasty. What? What are you talking about? Cohen says, when you're scared, you acknowledge you're vulnerable. And what is a better time to mess with a player than to intersperse it with spicy imagery? Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like why did like old slasher movies always have like those spicy scenes where they're like making out in a barn and then like the killer will come in and go crazy. It's also why you see like people who go to horror movies, they want like their SOs to like jump into their arms, you know? Even says probably fear, in my opinion. Fear? Fear is pretty powerful, yeah. Emotions are strange. I feel like in the United States, or like in the West, we don't like give enough names to many emotions. I think we have a really unhealthy relationship with emotions out in the West. I know certain like cultures and like other languages, they have like so many more words to describe certain feelings and emotions that like we just don't have out here or like in English. And I think that says a lot. Cohen says it can be argued that happiness is pretty powerful in its own regard, considering the lengths people will go just to have it. Yeah. I think people who want to be happy all the time scare me. Cuz it's like you can't be happy all the time. Cuz like I think too much of one thing is always bad. You also need like the contrast to give things meaning. It's like two sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other. Ethan says I'll go with fear like Lovecraft. Quote, fear is the strongest emotion, and the strongest version of fear is the fear of the unknown. The fear of the unknown is so powerful because it's like it's amazing because it's almost like quantum, you know? It's like the fear of the unknown, like you can use that if you're like a writer and you're writing like a horror movie or something. Instead of trying to write like a scary monster that might only affect like a handful of people, if you let the fear of the unknown like take over, then it's like everyone gets affected because they let their own like subconscious fill in the blanks for you, you know? Corn says, to be fair, there's a nary what? There's nary a scarier oh, never a scarier feeling than the idea of being caught while in spiced out mode? What? What, Corn? What do you mean? And yes, one of my favorite emotions that have no word in English is saudade. Portuguese for the feeling of missing someone you know you'll never see again. Damn. That's like, I would say that's kind of similar to the feeling of like being aware of like a good moment. And you're already like thinking, oh, I'm gonna look back on this and miss this moment. You know? Ethan says, oh, that corn's sad to say. I have experienced that before and it's not good. Oh, God. I think that happened to me once. Once or twice. Very embarrassing, yeah. Mina has entered the chat. Welcome, Mina. Welcome to the end of this stream. Corn says, fear of the unknown is strange because some people stare into the void and may be driven to various lengths of pain and fear. Meanwhile, some people stare into it and don't care, maybe even chuckle. I feel like Incorruptus is like that. Incorruptus, are you still here? Ethan says, Corn, those people that chuckle are probably insane. Maybe. Mina says, end? Yeah. I've been streaming for 3 hours, Mina. I'm tired. I'm eepy. But feel free to join the Discord if you want, and you'll get updated when I go live. Incorruptus says, Corn, that sounds like Eldritch Horror. And that's fairly accurate, Lumi. I knew it. Yeah, I feel like if you want to be a writer, it's like it's easy to think, oh, you have to like say everything or like write everything out, explain things to your audience. But sometimes the best writing is like knowing when not to say things. To let some things be kind of vague and like let the reader fill in the blanks. That's good writing. Mina says, alright, I'll try to be here next time. I'm new to Twitch. Welcome to Twitch, Mina. And also, good night. Wait, Corn says, just like arousal, either you're like me and devote studies to how it affects us as people, how it plays with the minds of masses, as scandalous or the best thing ever. While some people just ain't interested. Yeah, some people are like grossed out by it. Yeah, I don't know. Corruptus says allows the audience to let their imagination build out the world a bit, basically. Yeah. I don't know. Have you ever like read something or watched something and they go into like way too much detail about certain things, and it's just like enough already. Like you kind of ruined it. Especially when like certain characters or themes were like really mysterious and cool, and then they just like give it all away. It's like, I don't know. I kind of dislike that. But yeah, good world building is really important, I think. If you can get world building down, I think the rest of the story kind of follows. And things are easier to like write because things kind of just like fall into place because everything's coherent and it makes sense. Corin says, to me, the fear of the unknown paradoxically becomes excitement at the prospect of exploring something and learning about it. Overpowers my fear, something I could never fully understand. Or never understand fully is just like life, really. Yeah, I'm a very curious person too, Corn. Some people like some people let fear, I think, like hijack. It might go into like fight or flight theory maybe. In a sense, where it's like you let your fear kind of just turn into something negative, where sometimes like the unknown, while it may be kind of scary and like inherently like full of fear, I guess, it's also like an opportunity to learn something new or explore something about yourself that you wouldn't have otherwise like learned. Um, but yeah, I agree with you. It's more like an opportunity, I think. Ethan says, writing. I had to completely rewrite on how I want my books to play out. Wait, because of me? I hope that wasn't because of me. Don't let me change your style. Everyone's style is unique and good, so I'm just rambling. Corn says the mystery means I will always have questions, and knowing there are things I can never answer makes things more interesting to me. Wasn't there like a Futurama episode about that? Do you guys watch Futurama? It was like Professor, what is it? Professor Farnsworth, I think. He basically he he learns literally everything there is to learn about the universe, and he realizes that like he's like defeated. He's like mentally broken inside because there's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to learn, or there's no reason to be like a scientist anymore, like his whole identity, because he literally like figured out everything. And I don't know, that was a good episode. Made me think of it. Incorrupted says, ultimately, we as humans have a limited ability to experience the whole or the world through our five senses, and your senses simply provide that information in a biological bias. That's true. We could be a brain in a vat. Brain vat theory. Let's go. Sometimes I think I have a sixth sense also, Ethan. Sometimes I'll think things and then they'll happen. It's really weird. It's happened to me so many times, like I lost count. Maybe my intuition is just really sharp, I don't know. All intuition is just like pattern recognition. And I think pattern recognition can get so good that you can it's like perceived like you could see into the future, which I think we're heading that in that direction with like how good big data is at like aggregating all the data that they collect. Like that's why I think sometimes you'll like think something and then like an ad will pop up for it. That's how good it's gotten. It knows you better than you know you. Korn says, at the same time, those five senses give so much value to the lives we've been granted in a universe where it seems rare for such gifts to be granted. I don't know. I think life is pretty common in the universe. I just think we don't have the equipment to detect it yet. Now, intelligent life might be a different story. I saw a picture the other day of like James Webb Telescope took a picture of a few planets in another star system that you could actually make out like the atmosphere and like some of the geography. I was like, whoa, that is freaking cool. To be able to see another planet in another star system is, I don't know, it's really freaking cool to me. It feels like something we're not supposed to see, you know, in a way. Also kind of like the picture of the black hole, that was really cool. When was that? Like 2019, 2018? I think that was 2019. It was like right before the pandemic, I think. Write that down, write that down. Write that down, Corn. Ethan says you didn't change anything, Lumi, but it's just the way I'm writing. I might have to ditch the original mental condition I wanted to use because it really doesn't fit how I write. Oh. Incorrupted says, how your brain receives visual input is not the same as the next person. Perception of color is not uniform, and things like the color blue are not as easily perceived as we believe. The brain adjusts to perceive blue, and blue is not an easy color for the animal kingdom to pick up. A mantis shrimp can perceive colors better than a human, as an example. The easiest color for the human brain to process is green. I wonder if that's because there's so much of it, like green plants everywhere. A mantis shrimp can see infrared, can it? And ultraviolet? Korn says you can learn so much about a character after they uncover the secrets of the universe. My favorite take is the character from Guilty Gear, Happy Chaos. Literally a blue twink who, to combat the boredom of knowing the universe's secrets creates obstacles for humans because he loves seeing how they grow from it. A blue twink. Can you show me? Ethan says my sixth sense isn't really one, but I consider it one. I can tell vibrations apart really well, extremely well, that I know what's coming or what is coming or happening because of it or who is near. It's the wolf spider in you. It's your spidey senses are tingling. This ambiance is gonna put me to sleep. But this is an amazing conversation. I like this. But I do have to get going. Once again, hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow because I have to take care of some like more apartment stuff, so probably won't have time tomorrow, but definitely Friday and hopefully this weekend we can continue streaming. So next game we'll be back to Amnesia, and then more Half-Life the following day, and then back to Silent Hill. So hope to see you all there. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.